Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys we're going to talk about the Goku Black banner that should be dropping on global either tonight or tomorrow night, depending on your time zone and depending on the information that I have here, whether it's correct or not. But it does appear that Goku Black will be on the global version of Dokkan Battle within the next like 24 to 48 hours as of me posting this. And of course, if you're watching this a bit later in the week, then he's already there, but you could still use this video to your advantage. So guys, if you're new to one of these videos, I've been doing these for several months now, actually, on several banners. But one benefit, of course, of playing the global version over the JP version is that we know the content that's going to drop on the global version anywhere between 4 to 6 months before it actually drops on global. So what we do is we talk about the unit itself. We talk about, which something we really needed to do on this channel that we haven't really done yet, because there is a huge difference between the JP and the global version of physical Goku Black. We talk about the banner itself and how it looked on the JP version. We talk about any upcoming banners that should include the physical Goku Black. And then we ultimately make our decision at the end of the video on whether or not we should summon on this banner and into the extremity that we should summon on this banner. So with that said, guys, let's hop right in. Let's talk about this Goku Black card that will be on the global version Dokkan Battle very soon. So he of course has a Dokkan Awaken. He of course comes with him a brand new 50 stamina event that you will have to beat 11 times to Dokkan Awaken your physical Goku Black. And the event is actually moderately difficult in comparison to everything we've had on global thus far. So the SSR that you pull off the banner, if you are of course lucky enough and RNG decides to bless you, I just realized my tablet is in the shot there. We're gonna move that up there. His leader skill is physical type HP, attack, and defense plus 70%. His super attack is of course Black Kamehameha, causes immense damage to enemy. His passive is extreme type ki plus 2. And attack plus 2,500 for every key sphere obtained. He has Nightmare, PFB, Fear and Faith, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, and Kamehameha. Now, it is worth noting that the difference here is the fact that he does give extreme type key plus 2. That is not a thing that is on the Japanese version of the Goku Black card. And then let's go ahead, let's jump forward. Let's get to his Dokkan Awaken form, which is a demigod card, which generally when we're referencing those, the demigod, or what is right now anyways demigod on global, was anything that dropped that was to their type plus 100%. Now that we're kind of moving beyond even the 70% leads and everything else on the JP version, it's kind of hard to call these demigods, but that is what we're still referencing them as if we go back into this current state of when JP was happening. But his leader skill then becomes physical type, HP, attack, and defense plus 100%. So you're still not going to run him as your lead. You're still going to go ahead and run the Broly if you have him, which I don't, but you are going to still run the Broly because the Broly offers a key boost and 70%. So you're only cutting yourself down by about 30% to HP, attack, and defense, but you're getting a plus 3 key boost, which is significantly more important than just the extra 30% to each of those. His super attack is Black Kamehameha, which causes immense damage to enemy. His passive is extreme type key plus 3, and for every Fizz orb obtained, or no, actually it's every key sphere obtained, you get plus 3,000 attack. His links are Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, of course, which is the attack plus 15% link for any of the Dokkan Awaken, Dokkan Festival units. Dismal Future, PFB, Big Bad Bosses, and Kamehameha, which I should note, in case you aren't familiar, PFB is Prepared for Battle, which is the plus 2 key link that many units do share together. So a huge difference here, guys, a huge, incredibly huge difference is the fact that the physical Goku Black does have extreme type key plus 3 on his passive, which is the same as Rose, the agility Rose Goku Black. So some people have speculated that they'll probably take that away from Rose. I don't think they will. I don't imagine they will do something like that because the hype behind Rose and Blue Vegito is just so incredibly big. I can't imagine they would do something like that because that would put a big frown upon many people's face if they did do that. So that's the card we're going to be looking at pulling here, guys. It is definitely a very good card. There is absolutely no denying that. However, let's talk about his banner and then we'll get into some of the other discussions. So the banner on JP when it dropped had, of course, the physical Goku Black, had the physical Broly, had the physical full power Frieza, had the physical Kid Buu, had the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the Strength Super Saiyan God Goku, the Strength Super Saiyan Trunks, which I really like that card. However, I do have him on both versions already. The Agility Kid Buu, the Dokkan Awakenable physical Goku that Dokkan awakens into the Super Saiyan God Goku. And then Final Flash SR Intelligence Vegeta, and then the Super Saiyan SR Agility Trunks, which are super random for being featured cards on that banner. I imagine this will stick probably pretty true. I can't imagine them changing this banner almost at all. Now, we have seen them in the past, you know, something like Full Power Frieza could be subbed out for someone else. You know, that physical Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue Goku could be, you know, trade out for someone else. But I can almost guarantee you the thing you will for sure see, obviously, is the physical Goku Black that's indefinite, and the physical Broly will probably be on there as well. Now, I gain to benefit both of those cards because I don't have either one on the global version. So I gain to benefit from that banner for both of those cards. Now, I don't use the physical Broly like at all on the JP version at this point in time, except, well, I guess I do on my Final Form Cooler physical team. So actually, that's a lie. Never mind, I do use him now, but not until the physical Final Form Cooler. So let's talk about the banners he comes back on. He's only been back on 2 banners, if I'm not mistaken, because he was not on the 100 mil banner, which of course we now know on global as the 150 mil banner. He was not on it. Matter of fact, those were live at the same exact time. And I believe the cutoff was like right before or right after Goku Black came out on the JP version of Dokkan Battle. So the next time he came back was actually on the Rose banner, the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black banner, and he was a featured SSR on that banner, and I imagine that will be the case once that drops fairly soon on global. I imagine the Rose banner actually dropped like almost exactly a month after the physical Goku Black banner dropped. So I would like to think that we will have Rose and Blue Vegito out on the global version towards the end of April. That would be pretty on point with what I had guessed back in my all upcoming global banners. And that would be pretty on point with how everything has been releasing, which would then put us at just 2 months before we get the Super Saiyan 4s, which was the case for everything on JP. So that would pretty much stick almost entirely to the timeline that is JP versus global. So hopefully we'll have those in about a month for those that have been asking a ton. So he did come back on that banner, and then the next banner after that he came back on was on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. Yes, he was on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. So on Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta we had Rose and Blue, and then randomly on Super Saiyan 4 we had physical Goku Black. It was super random, but those are the 2 banners he came back on. Now, with all of that said, let's talk about this Rose banner, because this Rose banner has so much more value than this physical Goku Black one does. The Rose banner brought back with it Buhan, brought back with it Omega Shenron, brought with it obviously Rose Goku Black, brought with it Broly, the physical Broly, and the physical Goku Black, and the physical Sin Shenron, all of which are fantastic cards. So my thing with this is ultimately, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, as far as running a physical team with Broly, yes, it is pretty fun. And yes, it is pretty awesome that he does have an extreme key boost. But right now, you're probably not going to get too much benefit off of that extreme key boost until you are running your mono extreme team when Rose drops. And you are running your Buhan, your Omega Shenron, your physical Goku Black, your Rose, your, I think Broly was something I ran at that time. And then probably Sin Shenron, or maybe something else, maybe a buff Boo or a tech Golden Frieza or something of that nature. You're going to benefit so much more with his passive at that time when you have Rose available to you on global. So my verdict on this, and I get a lot of like kickback on these when I say these, because a lot of times I will say don't summon, but I'm going to say don't summon. I'm going to say, I mean, obviously, hopefully you saved your stones that we just got from those mission rewards, spin those, and call it a day. For real. And if you're someone that is trying to be super conservative with your stones, you're trying to save those and spend those as wisely as possible, do not spin them on this banner. Do not. If you're someone like me that does do summons on every banner, I would say cap yourself off at like 3 to 5 multis and say, I'm good. If you don't get him, you're good, because he's going to come back in probably about a month on this Rose banner. And if he isn't on the Rose banner, I can't imagine he won't be, but he will be back sooner than later anyway. And you're going to get so much more value from your Dragon Stones, because the way we always like to look at these in these videos, if I can like not move my mic too much there, the way we always like to look at these is the value of your stones. So if you do pull an SSR, right? So the game is like, here, I'm going to give Nano an SSR. The pull it's going to pull from on the Rose banner, we're looking at Rose, we're looking at physical Goku Black, we're looking at Omega Shenron, we're looking at Buhan, we're looking at physical Broly, we're looking at physical Sin Shenron. I mean, like that amount of SSRs, and that's banner SSRs, right? So if it's 10% rates, 5% of those rates are going to come from the banner SSR pull, 5% are going to come from the just random other SSR pull. So your likeliness of pulling something good with your stones and the value of your stones is going to increase so much more on the Rose banner than it is right now on the physical Goku Black banner. So that is my Nano PSA, is please, for everything, guys, just like save your stones right now, because your stones will be higher valued once the Rose banner does drop. There's gonna be someone who from Bandai Namco who's like, oh yeah, you know what, Nano, guess what, we're gonna take Goku Black out of that Rose banner just because you said that. But I'm just trying to help out free-to-play players here. I'm trying to help out people who maybe aren't free-to-play but have maybe only spent, you know, $20, $30 on this game, that are trying to use their stones as wisely as possible. And that's where I'm coming from on this. And even if you are someone who, you know, spends a lot of stones, such as Nano here, I still honestly would say cap yourself off at like 3 to 5 multis for real. So guys, that is my should you summon. That is my overview of this banner. That is my overview of kind of where we're kind of at on the global version. I am excited that this content is dropping. It's definitely, you know, we are literally just a little over a week out from having the 150 mil banner. Also, I wanted to address this. I've seen some people say, well, no, I need to spend my 50 more stones. Think about this. You're spending 50 stones to get 1 ticket. Only 1 ticket. Save those 50 stones. If you really want to go that crazy on that banner, save those 50 stones you were spending to get 1 ticket, now that we're so close, to actually spend on that 150 mil banner. Because there will be a ticket summons, and then there will be actual stone summons. So save your stones. It's not worth right now to do, you know, 300, 400, 500 stones to get 6, 7, 8 more tickets on that banner, when really you already either, you know, let's say for example, you've already summoned Goku Black, and you're like, oh, I want more tickets for that banner. It literally would make no sense for you to do that. You might as well just save your stones, wait for that banner to actually come out, and use stones on it. So that's just my suggestion for you guys. This is my should you summon and overview of the Goku Black banner that should be here within like literally 24 to 48 hours of this video going live. And again, I feel like this could also benefit you even if you're watching this a week from now and you're hopping into the game and you're like, should I really do that? Nano PSA is no, you really probably shouldn't. Save your stones. There will be plenty of places for you to spend stones on this game here in just a bit. Trust me, guys. Trust me. As someone who's spent many stones lately on this game, there's going to be some awesome banners you guys are going to want to spend stones on, more so than this one. So anyways, guys, that's the video today. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider that like button. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix are signing off. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.